So good evening to all of you. And today's webinar is just like an introduction to this new course which we are starting called Manifesting Mindset Magic. Now, there are something known as the universal laws. Now, please keep your videos on because we're going to have quite a bit of interaction. How many of you know that about the universal laws? Have you heard about it? Do you know anything about it?
Heard of law of attraction?
Okay, somebody has heard of law of attraction. Any other laws have you heard of?
That we just read the book, that Secret.
Okay, fine.
It's lots about this laws of attraction.
Yeah. So what law of attraction is one of the laws of the universal laws. Now, if you look at it, science has shown that there are many laws, the laws of physics, for instance, the laws of quantum physics. There are a lot of laws in chemistry. And all of these are universal laws which exist and which determine the way we understand what is happening in the world around us. One of the very important laws which we often cite and we also have in our ancient tradition is the law of karma. See, in karma, what do we say? We say what goes around comes around. What you sow, you reap. Now, what did Newton say? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So this applies to many things. And now Albert Einstein, and he started it off and the ball is rolling still. They came up with this concept of quantum physics. Now, according to quantum physics, the fact is that this laptop doesn't exist. We are creating that with our perception. Okay. So everything, there is no matter actually. Matter is in the form of vibrational energy. And this is gaining more and more proof scientifically that there is what is known as quantum space. Even the atom is considered to be a vacuum, something without any matter in it. But it has a core of energy in it. So the whole thing is that everything is energy. And energy is everything. So if we believe that premise, it is important to understand that when two energies align, that something can happen between them. Now let us take my cell phone. Now all vibrational energy acts on frequency. So we know there's radio frequency, okay? So my phone is at a particular frequency. When my phone syncs with your phone at the same frequency, I'm able to talk to you. Otherwise, this is vibrating at one frequency, your phone is vibrating at one frequency, and all the multiple phones in the world are vibrating at different frequencies. When both the frequencies match, we are able to communicate with each other. So when we believe that we are all vibrational beings, it is possible, therefore, for us to control our vibration in such a way that we are able to maximize the way we live. Now, there is a cone of energy, and in that, there's something called the Hawkins scale, where there is a cone of energy. When your vibrational frequency is high, you are in all these positive emotions like love, joy, and various other positive emotions. So when you are in the lower frequencies, you are in the negative emotions. So the whole goal is to stay with your vibrational frequency in the higher level and not in the lower level. So when you are in the higher level of vibrational frequency, you also function differently. You are more positive, you are more able to have confidence, you are more outgoing, you are more open to receiving. So that helps us to be more receptive. And it looks as if something magical is happening in our lives. Good evening, Sarguna. Welcome. Do you want to put your video? Sarguna could be a male or a female. Can we see your video?
Oh.
Video.
Madam, 1 second. Sarguna is my sister.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mira's sister.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Okay, fine.
She's in Singapore.
I'm not able to on the video here, so
that's okay. Because Varalakshmi is signing in from San Diego, you're signing in from Singapore.
That's nice. Yeah, I should thank sister, my sister for sharing the link now.
Okay, fine. All right.
So
what we are going to talk about is, we are going to get more familiar with what these laws really are. So let me start the PPT. When we are explaining concepts, a PPT is necessary, though I don't really enjoy showing a PPT. Now, I told you that there are 12 universal laws. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on each of these, but what I'm going to do is just slowly highlight a little bit of each. Now, these 12 universal laws are the most important. Actually, there are also 21 sub-laws. But the main laws, and even when we get into our course on manifesting mindset magic, we will be focusing more on 6 or 7 laws. We are not going to be focusing on all of these laws. But I'll just give you an indication of what these laws signify. Now, the first one is the law of divine oneness. It means that we are all a piece of divinity and that we are all one. Okay? And this, many religions tell us this, and many various other beliefs also believe that at the core all of us are one, that we are just manifesting ourselves in different ways in our physical form. The second one is the law of vibration. I told you everything is vibration, everything is vibrating in us, around us, everywhere. So vibrational frequency exists, and it can be modified, it can be upped, it can be downed. The law of action. When you want to achieve anything, unless you put in the action, you're not going to realize what you want. The law of correspondence. Sometimes 2-3 things have to synchronize together. So one of the ways in which manifestation takes place is when you synchronize your conscious and your unconscious mind. You are synchronizing that and synchronizing it with the universe, and then you find that things start to happen around you. The law of cause and effect is our law of karma, that what goes around comes around. So you sow, you reap what you sow. The law of compensation is that when there is a deficiency somewhere, something will appear to close the deficiency or correct the deficiency. The law of attraction means that you are capable of attracting whatever you want into your life. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy is what I've already told you, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. And so there is transformation of energy which happens, and that synchronizes our mind together with the universe. The law of relativity, we know that everything is relative. See, what is a tremendous sadness for me may not be of equal level of sadness for you. So there is a relativity response in the universe. The law of polarity says everything there is a negative and a positive. There is an up and a down. There's a right and a left. There is a black and a white. And if you look at nature, everything there are contrasts. There's the opposites are there. The law of rhythm includes also the rhythms in our body. See, the day and night, there is a rhythm. The phases of the moon, there is a rhythm. The way our energy, there's something called the chronobiology. our sleep-wake cycle. Our body runs on various clocks and cycles. During the day, we have an up and down called the ultradian rhythm. So nature is full of rhythms, the seasons. So you got the 4 seasons which come every year. They come in a rhythmic fashion. And the last is the law of gender, which says that all of us have both the masculine and the feminine in us in different levels. So now these are universal laws. So when we say universal laws, what do we mean? We mean that we'll go into that later. But before that, in our culture, we have what are called as the 12 laws of karma. Now, I am not going to be doing this in the course. I'm going to be doing the so-called the Western version of the universal laws. But this is just out of interest. Let us look at this and see that there is an overlap of some areas. The great law is whatever you put into the universe will come back to you. So the second law is the law of humility, that you have to accept something in order to change it. Now, in our course on rebooting the brain for resilience, our first session was on acceptance. See, when we want something, we should first accept the situation as it is. If we don't accept it as it is, we can't change it. If we imagine it to be something else, we won't be able to change it. Then the law of responsibility. We must take responsibility for what is in our lives and understand that good, bad, indifferent, ugly, whatever's happening in your life, that in some way you were responsible for making it happen, and you are also responsible and capable of changing it if you make the choice. The law of focus, the more you scatter your focus, the more difficult it will be for you to achieve anything. So actually the brain works best if you're able to focus on one thing at a time. So we cannot think of 2 different things at the same time. So when you have a laser sharp focus, you're able to get better results and achieve much more. Then you got the law of here and now. If you're looking backward, you cannot be in the present. So what this means is, don't think of the past. Don't sit in the past. Be in the present. Be in the here and now. The 6th law is the law of patience and reward. So the most valuable rewards require patience. See, nothing will happen for you overnight. You need to be willing to be patient. And most of us, when we try to do something in manifestation, we are in a hurry. We say, I did this, but nothing is happening. Remember that sometimes there will be delays. And understand that God's delays are not God's denials. It doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It will come to you when it's the right time to come to you. Then you've got the law of creation, where you understand that we, as pieces of the divine, have the power to create. We are creators. We are not just these passive floating beings where life is happening to us. Life is happening for us, not to us. And so we have to create the life that we want. The law of growth, when you change yourself, your life also changes. So we have a course in our website which is available for purchase called Change Your Brain, Change Your Health. And we really mean that if you change the way you think and do things, you can change the health of your body as well, and of your brain and of your mind. The law of connection. There is a timeline. While the past is not useful and it's not good to be brooding in the past, the past, the present, and the future are all connected. The past is your programming is influencing how you are today. The programming you put today is going to influence what you're going to do tomorrow. So there is a connection, but it is not a connection that you cannot manipulate. Then you've got the law of giving and hospitality. We want others to be in a certain way with us. We must be willing to be in the same way with them. It's like a reciprocation, which is important. The law of change. History repeats itself until we learn from it and change our path. So if you do the same old habits, same bad habits, you're going to have the same bad results. When you change your habits, then you find that your life also changes. Then, of course, the last one is the law of significance and inspiration. Now, what this law of significance and inspiration is doing is it tells you that the amount of energy you put into what you want will determine the extent of your reward. See, you have to put in the energy, you have to put in the effort, you have to work at it, you have to give it the action. Just sitting there and wishing, oh, I wish this happens to me. We always say have big dreams, but that doesn't mean you just stay at the dream level. You need to get clarification about your dream. You have to plan it. You have to put in the effort. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. So now what you need to understand is whether you like it or not, these laws exist. They govern the spiritual well-being of everybody in the universe, and they've been there from the beginning of time. They are intrinsic, they cannot be changed, and they were known to all cultures all over the world. The Hawaiian culture knew it, the Inca culture knew it, our culture knew it, the Japanese, the Chinese, all cultures knew it. In fact, even the Egyptian culture knew it. And these were the 12 laws which we just went through. The 21 universal sub-laws are, all of us human beings have this in us. We have an aspiration to a higher power. We are all capable of charity, compassion, courage, and dedication. All of us are capable of faith. We are capable of forgiveness, generosity, grace, and honesty. It's a universal emotion that all of us know what it is to be hopeful, to experience joy, kindness. We are born leaders. Whether you believe it or not, you're a born leader. Because in your own sphere of influence, you are being a leader. We are born with patience, praise, responsibility, self-love. Now, self-love is a natural characteristic. You take a baby. When a baby is born, he loves himself so much, he doesn't care. Even if there is urine, motion and all, he'll play with all that because to him, it doesn't make any difference. Everything is part of him. So we have to love ourselves like that. Thankfulness and unconditional love. These are the sub-laws. But we will not be pursuing this either now or in the detailed Manifesting Mindset Magic course. So just understand that if you want your life to change, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Then there is what is called as the law of mentalism, where you show yourself with your potential and in your true essence. So when you live your truth, good things will happen to you automatically. You don't have to strive because it's a your mind is totally relaxed. Your mind is totally open and you will see opportunities. You will see synchronicities. You will find as if everything is working in your favor. I told you the law of correspondence. How you feel inside is more important than what you feel outside. So stop doing things in order to get somebody else's approval. Break that need, that you don't need anybody's approval to be who you are. You just need to go inside, recognize yourself, be true, be authentic, and realize who you really are. Then you've got the law of vibration. I've already told you, you can learn to lead your life. Now, what is this manifestation? Most people think it's wishful thinking. It's not. It's actually brain training. It's a form of brain training. And it is the ability for you to use the power of your mind in such a way that you can change and create the reality that you experience. It makes you focus on your goals. It makes you put in the action that is needed to achieve them. And it gives you the confidence that and the belief that you can do it, you can achieve it. So what you're doing is you're bringing this desire, this ability, this action, everything into the realm of conscious awareness. And when you do that, you get in, you believe it, that it's happening, you have self-belief, and you get into possibility thinking. And everything in the world is our perception. So when I'm in the realm of possibility, I perceive that everything around me is possible to achieve. And you'll find that that gives me a very high vibrational energy, which takes me towards my goal and actually makes me achieve. So after a while, what it's doing is it's training my unconscious actions. It becomes natural for me to just do, just be, and expect a positive result. It builds your self-confidence. We all have the tools, and our mindset can create the magic. And that's exactly what we will be doing in Manifesting Mindset Magic course, which is a 10-week course of 2 hours a week. And we will be sending you a mini video once a week to prime you, more or less like a warm-up for the live session of 2 hours, which will be highly interactive. And we will create the concept, we'll tell you certain things, and then you are going to actually be taught how to do certain things, and you'll have a whole week in which to practice it. Because manifestation is a practice, it's not a result. And you have to develop your powerful mindset, align your desires and your actions. Now, manifestation also reminds you about your purpose in life, why you're doing what you do. It helps you to adjust your personal compass to your direction of your goal. And very, very importantly, it takes you beyond your limiting beliefs. Because many of us sabotage ourselves. You can be your best ally or your worst enemy. Many of us, when we have to do something or we want to achieve something, we have what is called as the monkey mind and the monk mind. Dr. Selvakumar here loves that. Now, the monkey mind will put up a resistance. It will say, no, 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 you're not capable of doing this. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You may want to do it, but no, 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 it's not going to happen. So we have to learn how to get past these limiting beliefs. And these limiting beliefs occur because they are programmed right through our life from all our past experiences. So we need to work on that and understand that they can be blocking your progress for growth and for achieving your goals. So I'm just going to give you some general tips on how to manifest. We are going to go into this in very great detail in our Manifesting Mindset Magic. But I'm just going to leave you with some tips which you can play around with. Even if you don't join our course, you can play around with this. So write down a list of the steps that you are going to take to get your desired wants. Example, you may have the desire to go to the gym 3 times a week. You may want to go on some kind of particular job for a particular work 2 dates in a month. Just be confident. Have the belief that you are a creator, because you are a bit of the divine. And when you synchronize your conscious and subconscious with that of the universe, you do have the power to create your own reality. So the first way to start your manifestation journey is clear your mind, clear up, empty it. Now see, when we want to build something, what do? We remove all the blocks, we level the ground, we clear the space, and then we start building. So you have to remove any blocks, all your limiting beliefs. You have to set yourself free from all the negativity and the limiting beliefs, get into possibility thinking, and understand, not just with your mind, but with your heart and soul and surroundings and everything, that you are going to get this particular thing which you set your mind to getting. So you have to have clarity of purpose. You have to have the feeling of why and what that purpose is going to give you. You have to make your environment conducive to giving you that purpose, whatever it is you want to achieve. The tip number 2 is believe in your greatness. Understand that you have tremendous power. Human beings have a very interesting habit. The interesting habit is that we always underestimate who we are and overestimate who we are not or what we are not. So we always blow our faults, our inabilities. I can't, I'm not capable, I don't have this, I can't do this. We blow that out of proportion, make a big mountain out of a molehill. But I may have some fantastic strengths, but I will always underplay my strengths. I will not focus on my strengths. I will not build up my strengths. But I'll be wallowing all the time in, I can't do this, I'm not that, I'm not capable, I need so-and-so to help me, otherwise I cannot progress, all kinds of things like this. So what you need to do is get clarity on what you want, believe you have the capability to create your own reality, focus on what you want. So you need to prioritize and focus. Get laser focused on your desires. So it can be anything. It can be losing weight. It can be finding your most fantastic partner. It can be deepening a relationship with your partner. It can be about getting closer to your friends, or achieving a good job, or getting something that you've been wanting to, you want more money. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel embarrassed about it. Don't apologize to people. Yeah, I'm trying for this. But no, what will he think? If I tell him that I'm shooting for the stars, he will think, what is this stupid fellow doing? He's doing something. He's not going to be able to do it. So your monkey mind will become monkey mind coming from others also. So end of it, what happens to you? You get into what is called a shame spiral. No, I'm being stupid and desiring something more than I can aspire for. So you give up, you quit. Understand that this is your life. It is no one else's life. And you are responsible for the life you have. If you're not happy with your present life, understand that it is in your power to change it. It is a matter of choice. You just have to have the guts and the courage to make the choice to change it. And once you do that and you get clear on what you want, you're going to be able to do it if you follow these basic tips. Also, focus. When you achieve that goal, how do you want to feel? So many of us are going through life about what we want. It is not what you want. It is who you are going to become. Now, when you have, let us say you're aspiring for a big house. When you have that house, how will you feel? Do you think you will feel more free? You will feel more comfortable? You will feel that you can invite your friends home? Do you feel that you will have some kind of stature in society? So when you analyze how you will feel and who you will become when you achieve that goal, you will be able to understand, is that what you really, really want? Because sometimes many people say, most people don't want to be wealthy. They're not interested in being wealthy. They don't want to have financial concerns. What do they mean? What do we mean by that? It means if I want to buy a house, I must be able to buy it. If I want to take a trip, I must be able to. That's all. They're not asking for millions of dollars all the time. They just want that comfort of being free from financial concern. I shouldn't have to worry. If I want to make a trip, oh God, where would I find the money? What will happen? So that is what most people want. But when you actually get these material things from the outside world, how does it make you feel? So when you think about how it makes you feel, you will understand if is that what you really, really want? Because what we really want is not that thing. What we want is, I want well-being. I want to be happy. I want love. So that is what it is. The inner want is what is determining. But you think that you will have well-being when you're ideal weight. You can be ideal weight, all your blood parameters can be normal, and you can be miserable and you can fall sick because mentally you're unhappy. So to identify, that's one of the sessions that we will be doing in that. In fact, the early sessions are, what do you really, really want? And how to find what you really, really want. So you need to determine what is important in your life and how you will feel when you get it. Sometimes we want something because we think it will make us feel right. It doesn't always work in your favor. So you have to get clear on how important that is and how you will feel when you get it. So the next step, once you have clarity of what you want, you're able to laser focus. The next step is you have to put in the action. And before you put in the action, you also visualize it. You imagine it. And in visualization, there are two ways in visualization. Many of us, what we do is, we visualize it saying, I want this. And I visualize, I want a big house. I want a car. I want lots of money. I visualize that as a goal. That is not the way to do visualization. Your visualization has to be as if you already have all that. And when you do that, when you come from a place where you feel it's already there, you have to add gratitude to that. I am grateful that I have the house of my desires. I celebrate the fact that I am enjoying my house. So visualize yourself walking through. You see, when I started my epicenter, I was looking for a house in which to start the center. And my friend called me and said, I saw this place, it's near my house, would you like to come and see? And when I went there, that place spoke to me, literally. The rent was way beyond my capabilities at that time. In 1994, it was 25,000 rupees a month. And I had to pay an advance of 3 lakhs. And my total savings I had was 5 lakhs. But when I walked into that building, I didn't even realize I was doing it. I said, this is where the reception will be. This is where the psychiatrist will sit. This is where my room will be. This is where the EEG will come. I was already just putting everything in place. The first time I walked into that, I could visualize the whole center. And I don't know how I ran it. I myself can't believe. But somehow we were able to meet our expenses. Everything worked in our favor. We were able to buy a 22 lakh machine and get an allowance of being able to pay that money in 1 year. All kinds of fantastic things happened. So my desire to have that center was so high. And I said I was willing to put all my 5 lakhs of savings into that. And in fact, the mindset with which I approached starting that center was, I said, if I had a daughter and I got her married and I spent 5 lakhs on the wedding, nothing is going to come back. So this is my baby. Let me put 5 lakhs into it. If it fails, it fails. I'm not going to have any loss of face. I'm not going to have any explanation to give to anybody. It's my money. I earned it. I want to do this. I want to do this for people with epilepsy. And I did it. And it was a blazing success. So it looks like some magic happened, but that was actually a manifestation. So you have to think about it, live it, breathe it, feel it, make it like a meditation. And let go of perfection. I almost got into trouble. Please mute yourself, everybody. I almost got into trouble by wanting perfection. I got everything together. I did the puja in March. Actually, everything was in place by about April, but I didn't get started because I said, this must be better, that must be better. Then I had a friend. He was a tarot reader and he is into spirituality. Now he's become a sadhu now. And he told me, doesn't matter about the little imperfections, just get started. The imperfections will give beauty to the whole thing. Don't feel that you can control everything. So things are not always perfect, but don't think it has to happen in a particular way or in a particular order. Manifestation doesn't. The universe may decide to give it to you in some other form. And that's exactly what happened there. We can't always control what goes on. So we just focus on the end result. What is the ultimate goal? My ultimate goal was starting a comprehensive center for care of people with epilepsy and making them, taking good care of them in every way. And that happened. The tip number 6 is very, very crucial. Now, when we do any manifestation work, we all want instant gratification. I did this yesterday. I said affirmation yesterday. Today, nothing is happening. It takes time. So you have to be patient. And you're looking at big life changes. They don't happen overnight. So you have to learn not only to do all this, put in all that, to let it go. Don't keep on wondering, how is it going to happen? You do your bit and let it go. Just believe that it will happen. Don't worry about how it will happen. And be alert if there are any signs or any opportunities or any synchronicities which you need to notice and be open to receiving. And you'll find that your mind is actually creating magic. I told you about the energy, this thing, and I told you about the vibrational feelings. Now, if you look here, the highest vibrational feelings are joy, knowledge, freedom, love, passion, enthusiasm, positive expectation, optimism, hopefulness, contentment. But look at the lowest vibrational feelings. Fear, which is the commonest one all of us feel about when we want to do anything. Jealousy, because what do? We're always, when I want something, I compare myself with somebody else. Let us say I desire a Mercedes Benz. I desire it because Shanta has a Mercedes Benz. I want to get one too. I don't desire it because I want a Mercedes Benz, just because I will feel good in a Mercedes Benz. So when you do it from a point of comparison, your manifestation will not work. Then you wonder, I did all these exercises and yet nothing is working. So how you feel, the emotion you bring to it becomes very, very critical. If you're sitting in blame, if you're worrying, oh, will this happen? Will this happen? All of these will act as blockages for your manifestation. So this letting go is a very important stage. And you will find that you can have an upward spiral of your vibrations, or you can have a downward spiral of your vibrations. We all go through this up and down, but you have to try to keep it all the time, drive it into the upward spiral. So you just follow these steps and the universe can take it from there. Let the universe work its magic. You have done your mindset creation and you leave it to the universe to do its magic. So this is like an introduction, so that if any of you feel this resonates with you and this is, oh, is it possible? Can we really make it happen? In that course, I will also be sharing so many things where I have manifested so much in my life, including my energy in spite of a limiting health condition that I have. Shanta was asking me at the beginning, do I get my energy from the sun, the moon, the whatever? It's coming from my mindset, because I'm very clear, I want to do this. Meera has seen us when we started. She has attended our webinars in the year ago, 2 years ago and all that. And she knows, you tell me, Meera, what is how have we grown? Have we improved our quality? Have we changed? You're muted. Everybody, please put on your videos.
Yeah, lots and lots we have improved. And one beautiful thing is that it's not that we alone have progressed, but you with your great energy, you have taken many of us with
Exactly.
you. Yes, you're not too big. It's such a big source of inspiration and motivation. Right in the beginning, when we had a small casual talk, all of us were happy to be with you. In fact, you told me that I was looking so fresh, but actually I came running. I should log in. I should not miss even a single second.
So sweet.
And I think I was the first one to log in also.
Yes, you did.
And
Shanta,
I was so happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, madam, because it's not only our happiness. When we make others happy, that is the true meaning of life.
In fact, when we do the manifestation program, we are starting it on the 15th. It is a 10-week program. It is 2 hours in a week. The cost for that is 15,000. We've got a early bird discount at 14,000 up to Sunday till tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Sunday till tomorrow. And this is the third of a group coaching program that we are doing. Shanta here is a veteran. She has attended our first one. She's in the second one. No, you are in the second one? Yeah.
No,
you're not in the second. She's joined up for the third one. Selva Kumar is in our second one. He did not do the first one. Shalini did the first one. And you're also in the second, isn't it? Boost the brain power. Shalini?
No, I am not in the
No,
second.
you're only in rebooting.
Yeah.
So Meena is in all three now.
Okay.
She has joined, she did the first one, is in the second, and she's joined the third. Sarguna, I can't get her. Ram, can you please switch on your video, sir? And introduce yourself, because I think the others we have met. Shalini, you too introduce yourself. You joined in late. Swarna.
Yeah. So I am Shalini, and I have been in touch with doctor for a long time. The first trip to Mauritius was with Doc.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. So I remember then, but I had no clue about the things she's motivating and she's inspiring us to do. Only when I joined this, I found that a different face of Doc, a different identity.
A different avatar.
Different avatar. You just took my word I was just about to say. So I am really trying to practice the affirmations every day, and I trying to bring a balance. And I want to be pakka with this, thorough with this, then I would like to go for the next course.
Good, very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you made Shalini a different avatar now. She looks quite different.
Yeah. So have you also have changed.
Yes, because I'm doing it properly now.
Yeah, because I needed to give her a little, Dr. Ramurthy, my professor, he used to always tell us, he was a bit strict with us. So he will always tell us when we, feel upset that he's been very strict with us. He'll say, listen, you'll go farther if I give you a kick in the butt rather than give you a pat on the back. So I had to give Shanta a kick in the butt in the middle of the previous course. Because she was attending everything very diligently, reading, listening to the video, all that, but not doing anything, not implementing. So I told her I'll ban her from attending any future courses. Because if she doesn't implement, she's not going to get the transformation. So what is the point?
Correct.
Yeah. Swarna?
Yeah, hello all. Dr. Prithika actually addressed the hypnotic circle last month. So I was there, and I got this link through the group, the WhatsApp group. And I thought, let me attend. Doctor gave a very inspiring speech last month. So I thought I should, come here and listen to what she has to say.
Yeah, this is very different. So what is your feedback on this one? I know you joined in a bit late.
Yes, I was, yes, you discussed so many different laws that I didn't know existed, and so many different things. It's a completely different new field altogether. Yes, I'm really taken in. It's thank you for this. It's like enlightening. It is something, it makes me think, what have I been doing, not manifesting the right way. Many things, many things.
Yeah, see, the manifestation is a abused word, if you ask me. People think, because that secret actually gave a very little, I'm sorry to use strong language, but a kind of BS version. Ask, believe, do, it'll come. See, we know that life cannot work that way. So people really got little taken away. But if you read that book between the lines and read it properly, it's actually telling you the proper way to do it. But people like to read it superficially. And then I tried it, it doesn't work. Because these laws, whether you see the law of gravity, whether you believe it or not, the law of gravity exists. You drop an object or you fall from a building, you're going to fall down. So it has nothing to do with your believing whether it is there or not. It's there. So all these laws are there in nature. They're already working. They're all part of our lives. So it's much better for us to understand them and sync ourselves with them. Thank you, Swarna. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Ram?
please excuse me. Will
Yeah,
it be possible for me to get the recordings, ma'am?
No, actually, this recording is more for my own personal thing because these are free webinars. We don't give the recording to anybody. But there was a time when we used to put a price on them and put them for sale on our website. Which normally now I think most of those recordings are there and they're costing $6.99. So you can purchase that recording and buy. I have not decided to put this on the website because this has been planned mostly as an introduction to the launch of our course on Tamil New Year's Day. On 14th, we're launching Manifesting Mindset Magic. It's a 10-week course, 2 hours a week. The cost for that is 15,000. And we will, at the end of the reason why it is 10 weeks is because any transformation takes 21 to 66 days. And 10 weeks is 70 days. So if we make you do the practices every week, there are a lot of things you start doing. And Shalini and Shanta can tell you that in 10 weeks, you can observe a transformation, as both of them have experienced in the first course, which is over. Selva Kumar is now in the 7th session of the second course. So why don't you three tell us how much impact you can achieve in that 10 weeks?
Who's going first?
Yeah, anybody, whoever wants to. Okay, Shanta, go.
Okay.
Because you know what? My coach observed one of our sessions before. Day before yesterday, I had a coaching with him, my communications coach. And he said, this was a mistake. What I said, whoever wants, go. He says, you have to give specific instructions. So, Shanta, go.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I went into this course feeling very much down and out, not prepared to face the world. And then the introductory session with the doctor pepped me up. Got to meet a lot of my old friends with whom I had sort of disconnected. And in the course of these 10 weeks, it is like, and ma'am had to use that stick and give me a good whack on the back. But it has made me look at life differently. And like I've always been saying, 85 to 90% I've achieved with this, with putting those tools in practice and this mindset magic. I hope to become 100% or even more.
Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shalini?
Yeah. So I have personally very much believed that if you start believing and practicing certain things which you thought of just as a, I don't know, it was like in a mind key, this will not work. But
You have to believe first.
Yes. So I've seen it working with me now, Doc. and I feel the practicing that it was little funny to do that mirror work and all that, but now it's become, I've started loving it. If the day I don't do it, I feel I'm missing out something. I'm not actually seeing myself, or I'm not loving it, or whatever it is. Just feel negative about it if I don't do it. And especially the meditation is really helping me a lot, clarifying my thoughts, and it has really brought me up in the sense that it has given me a path, a way that this can be done. There's nothing that is impossible. There is a possibility.
Thank you, Shalini. Thank you.
Yeah.
Silva Kumar?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, madam, for I was also the part of the second program where the boost your brain course, which is a 10-week course. We are almost going to end another 3 sessions is left, starting from the neuro, the basic, and again the subconscious, knowing about the conscious mind, then how to sync between this conscious and subconscious mind, then knowing about the neuroplasticity, how to train the brain, again the sleep cycle and how the sleep is very important, then again the food for the brain, related to the carbohydrate and the protein and fat. So like that, again, the crossovering, the a little bit of a yoga breathing exercise to reduce the stress level, and what are the neurotransmitters, where the hormones, which are the hormones which play a major vital role for the making you happiness, all that. So definitely I have gained more knowledge, as well as my patients also benefiting out of this. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Silva Kumar. Ram, you're new to us. Good evening.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? It's good morning from the US.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
So I am Malini's husband.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually just trying to call her, and she said, join me. So I did.
But I don't see her here. I think
She's there.
I can't. Okay, maybe it's not showing up in the view. Okay.
No, Malini, I saw Malini on the...
I saw in the beginning, but in the gallery view, it's not showing up. Her.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe she dropped.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, this is the first time we are meeting.
No, actually, that's not true. We saw, I think I met you at the Sadabhishekam of Malini's.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Nah.
Yes, I saw you.
But yeah, I have never attended any of these, but there is a lot of similarity to the management courses that I used to take. Like I've been in upper management in the US for a while, and at least in my previous position in a hospital, we used to get these management training courses, including particularly the thing that resonated most with me was the concept of servant leadership.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of similarity between what is taught in those courses and this one. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Malini. I don't see her there either.
Yeah, anymore. She seems to have dropped out. Probably the kids wanted dinner or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining.
Sure.
We're getting Narendra Pratap Yadav joining at this time. We'll just welcome him, talk to him.
Okay.
He's a pharma person from Linux Labs, I think.
Okay.
And let's just say hello to him. Hello, Narendra Pratap Yadav.
Yes, hello, doctor. Hello, doctor. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
put on your video, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute.
We are finished with the session, but we just thought we'll say hello to you. Because it's like, it's like when we are closing a conference, Somebody comes, we don't chase them out, no? It's an act of courtesy. So let us wait and Bhuvneshwari, I will put one email in the chat box. I'll put an email in the chat box.
Okay, ma'am.
You can send me an email to that.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Just now, I just happened. I came to know that but very late. I was
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I could recognize that.
This is sorry. This is wrong. No,
Session.
this is wrong. It's full Dr. Prithika Chary online. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, that's wrong.
Okay, ma'am.
I got distracted. Where is he? He's gone, huh? Yeah. Hello. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, doctor, I am Narendra Yadav. I am the senior zonal manager with Linex Laboratories. And I've been associated with Madam for last, say, 15 years. Since I was in my previous company in Torrent and then Ranbaxy and then with this concern for last 9 years. So it has been a wonderful journey getting associated with Madam, and most of her, I mean to say, wherever a small incidents or wherever a small short of interaction happens with her in her interviews, or it is really very impressive, and she is very much gives the silver touch to the things which she does. So
thank you.
I'm very thankful to Madam impacting whichever part of I would say people getting along her or in her work or staff or wherever she moves. It is really impressive of her doing both the doctor's job and as well social job, improving on people.
See, my life's driving force, I've got a very simple statement. And so I'm just living that. I feel I'm a contributor and I have to, a person or a place must be better because I pass through or I touch their lives. That's it. That is what influences everything that I do. That is my role in life. That is my why. So if I have had one interaction anywhere with a person or a place, that place must be better because I came there. Or that person must be in some way, however tiny, it may be a small change, whether it's my maid or whether it's my driver or whether it's somebody on the street or whether it's in a shop or whatever. So when you do that, your intention is always to be of service and use to other people.
Yeah, so that's very similar to the concept of
the servant leadership. Yeah. So we don't think of this as coaching, as empowering and all that. It is equivalent to serving you. How can I serve you? And when we come from that, automatically, without realizing, you won't even realize, when you serve others, automatically they serve you. Now, all of you have given me such good inputs because you have recognized that I'm serving you. And I'd like you all to go away today with two things, which are fun things. Some of you have heard it before, but we're going to repeat it because it is a good philosophy to have in life for your own happiness. So I want all of you to practice a random act of kindness every day. It can be a random act of kindness, anything. You can open the door for somebody, you can, whatever. It can be something very tiny. The second thing you need to do is you have to become a day maker. That means Every day, make somebody's day. To make somebody's day, you have thousands of opportunities. It can be your postman. It can be the sweeper on the street. It can be anybody. Smile. Simple thing you can do is smile at somebody. It will change their day. It will help change their day. And I want all of you to go mad. There are two ways you can go mad. One is massive, atrocious destruction, MAD, which is what is happening all over the world. In some form or other, there is massive, atrocious destruction taking place. But I want all of you to go mad in the positive way. What do you think MAD stands for? Make a difference. So go mad. Everybody go mad. So I go mad every day. I try to make a difference here, there, wherever, every single day, so that we can combat the other madness which is there in the world. And understand, since we are vibrational beings, when 10 people vibrate with a high frequency together, it has a positive effect. You know about the Maharishi mass meditation they did, with which they stopped a war. Some few million people around the world all meditated together. So that can be the power of high vibrational frequency of mass vibration. So don't worry about anything else or anybody else. Every day you work on maintaining your highest vibrational frequency. It will benefit you, it will benefit those around you, it will benefit the world. So just do that. And I want all of you who attended today to promise to do that.
Sure, madam.
So if this whole thing resonates with you, please also go to my website, www.drprithikachary.com. There are some free resources there. There are some free ebooks. There are some YouTube videos, links there. You can grow some more. Go and download those ebooks. There's one book on 10 things you can do to improve outcome after illness. There's an ebook called The Little Book on Grit. The little book on the power of choice, it will soon be put up. So just enjoy your life, because life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Good night, and thank you very much to all of you for having attended today. Have a great weekend and have a great life as well.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Varalakshmi. She's
Thank you, Doc.
signed in from San Diego.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
And Sarguna from Singapore. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. It was very wonderful.